Good afternoon, madam.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, madam.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Zoom lagi. Baca.
Is there any more ruku for us to munch? Puvin,
Yes, madam.
is there any more ruku for us to munch while presenting? Okay, I give you about a few minutes, 1-2 minutes to settle down, and then you can start presenting. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Okay, madam.
If you guys are ready, I am ready, everyone.
Yes,
Yeah,
madam.
I'm
We are.
ready too, madam.
Madam, can you see my slide?
Yes, can see your slide very clearly.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam. Can we start?
Yes, please.
Okay, madam. Okay, I will start. Assalamualaikum and good evening to our professional English 2 lecturer, Madam Syariah binti Abdul Wahid, and my groupmates. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Muhammad Amir Akmal bin Yaakob, followed by my teammates Puvin Raj, Muizzuddin, and Nurfarah Adlin. The purpose of this presentation is to present on our technical research report. Without further ado, I will proceed to the introduction, which is the chapter 1. Okay, the chapter 1 is our research title is NFC based door entry and security system. So, what is NFC? NFC stands for near field communication. As it enables short range communication between compatible items and devices. Some example of the NFC devices is like NFC ring, cards, and even certain smartphone. NFC is used nowadays as the payment, as it as the high security system, which is hard to access by hacker. It required short distance between the hacker and the user to access the devices. NFC is similar to RFID, where it uses the electromagnetic wave to send or transmit and receive the data. Okay, proceed to the next slide. Is the problem statement. Okay, our problem statement states that losing the key is one of the most acts performed by all individuals, even some. They have faced by many kind of problems when they lose the key, such as breaking the door latch or call someone to repair the door. To avoid this thing happen, we have developed a new smart ring, where this smart ring is known as the NFC ring, where it can give access to the door when we bring it to the near to the reader. Okay, proceed to the next point is the research objective. In our report, we have three objectives that we need to achieve, where the first one is to develop a door entry system using the NFC technology. And the second one is to develop a circuit to receive signal from NFC devices by using Arduino Uno and RFID tag. And the third one is to write a software that will perform authorization based on NFC signal, where we put the coding into the Arduino Uno by using the Arduino software. Okay. The next slide is our significance of studies, where when we lose the key, we might be afraid of the thief. NFC door-based door entry system is more secure than the usual traditional way. It gives to the registered device only. If there is any other try to scan, there will be an error occur. A buzzer will sound as an alarm system, which means the access is denied. However, the cost change the door lock is slightly higher. This type of high security project will attract the people and the technologies attention for commercialized purpose. For the last point of chapter 1, which is the limitation of studies, where we have three limitation of study in our project, where is the first one is the lack of equipment to build the project. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are unable to find or to search the suitable equipment for our project. And the second one is the limited time to collect information and limited time to collect the real-time simulation of this project, also due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And the last point is limited resource to refer, such as journals and articles that related with this project, as we find our resource at UniKL library. Okay, move on to the literature review that will be explained by my roommate, Novara Adlin. Thank you.
I'm Andrin. I will present to you about chapter 2. First of all, I'm very sorry if my voice cannot be clear properly because I'm area right now rain heavily. Okay, for this chapter, we have selected only 3 main journals to present due to time constraint of this presentation. The first one was Access Management and Control Using NFC by Swastika Shukla Prashish Rao Vivekni Rijo Kurugula on 2016 has been carried out about a technology-based home security and automation project. About general discuss on the flow of the authentication process. The process is set by the write an Arduino code that give access to authorized person, then give the NFC device near to the RFID reader. After that, when identification number received and the identification number is authorized, if the receive ID is valid, there will be green LED and beep that show the door open. If the ID received is invalid, there will be red LED or error generate. This is the flow to identify and give access to authorized person. Okay, second research is NFC model for Arduino Uno by security system, office system by H. Harunas I. Abdul Rashid on 2018. In this research, the researchers discuss on research result developing office security system using NFC technology and use PIR sensor. In this research, they will use NFC as the input and process the output by using Arduino Uno to generate the first system, which is by using servo that open and close the door automatically. And it also uses buzzer for error notification if there is no right access to enter and PIR sensor to function to detect the movement in the room. Lastly, the research that relate with our project is secure door lock system using NFC enabled smartphone by Menes Elwin, manufacturer Priyadarshini S. Priyanka Sirunaya Ushdev 7 has developed a door lock system using NFC enabled smartphone. The security of this system is totally depending on the smartphone. In this research was discussed on the operational flow of the system of the GSM and NFC as secure door lock system. Once the system initialized, the GSM receives the message and verify the data. Once the both GSM data and NFC data received, the processor will compare the both data. If the both data match with the door status, the system will perform either door opening or door closing process. The both data received must be correct, and even if one of data is wrong, the system will generate an error, and this show the user access is denied. Okay, this is all the literature review. Next, I will pass to Muiz for the methodology.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Muizzuddin bin Muzi. I will present chapter 3, which is the methodology. Okay, next slide. Okay, first is product design. Okay, this is for the door entry system. Okay, this product design consists of LED, LCD, RFID, buzzer, and Arduino Uno. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is design for the security system. Okay, where it consists of Arduino Uno, LED, RFID, and buzzer. Okay, for the equipment. Okay, first we use the Arduino Uno. Okay, Arduino Uno has 20 digital input and output, 60 megahertz resonator, a universal serial bus which is USB, and in circuit system programming, ICSP, header and reset the button. Second, RFID reader, which is to collect and transfer the data from the NFC device. Okay. Third is the servo motor, okay, which is servo motor connect with the Arduino and RFID. Once for correct UID, it will rotate to allow the people to enter in. Okay, next. Okay, next equipment is LCD. Okay, LCD is to display the message that has been programmed. Okay, next is the piezo buzzer, which is as an alarm to the door entry system. Okay, for the LED we use two, which is the green LED is for the indicate the authorized person, while the red LED is when and wrong UID in an emergency. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is for the last equipment, which is the NFC base. Okay, NFC can perform short range communication. One of the device used as a transmitter and another as a receiver. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is for block diagram for the door entry system and the alarm system. Okay, this processor used in this both system is the Arduino Uno. For the door entry system, the input is the RFID reader, NFC ring, and NFC UID. The output for this block diagram is LED, LCD, and servo motor. For the alarm system, the input for the both door entry and security system is the same, but the output of the alarm system is the buzzer and LED. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is the circuit diagram. Okay, this is how the circuit diagram will look like for the both system. We have done the circuit using freezing software, where it use all the component mentioned before in my previous slide. Okay, for the flowchart, first we must initialize the NFC lock. Second, NFC lock is ready to read the UID from the device. Third, UID receive and UID match. If yes, the green LED will blink and the buzzer will trigger, and the door will open. If no, the red LED will blink and the program will reset back to initialize. To okay. Okay. For the flowchart of alarm system, the flow is same, but if your ID match, the red LED will blink and the alarm will trigger to alert the security. If no, the alarm does not trigger and the program will reset back. Okay, for the analysis, okay, for this project, we have to come up with a writing coding to ensure the project execute well. In that code, we need to state all the output pins or the terminal used in the Arduino Uno. Okay, after write the code in the Arduino software, register the NFC UID to identify the number of user. Okay, then execute the code. If no error, upload the code into the Arduino Uno. Okay, this is the software we use to write the code, and this is the coding for this project. Okay, if madam want to have a look to the full coding, it is in report under chapter 3.
Alright.
Okay. Next is a process chart. First, if correct NFC device, the green LED will blink message on LCD and servo motor rotate. If is wrong, the red LED will blink message on LCD and buzzer trigger. For the security system, the flow is same, which is red LED will blink and the buzzer will trigger. Okay, that's all from me. Next slide, I will pass to Puviraj to explain it.
Hi everyone, I am Puvin here. Now let's have a look to the chapter 4, which is the result and discussion. In this part, I would like to explain about the current system and the existing system in the market. Okay, the results obtained, the comparison between the both existing and the current project, the theory of NFC that have been achieved through the project, and also the discussion. The first one is the system flow of the existing product. The existing product name, digital keypad security door lock using Arduino. So this project is just use a digital keypad, or also known as 4x4 keypad, to enter the keys. For example, the keys or the password such as maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And a DC lock to open or close the door, and also a 16:2 LCD will be used to display the command. So let's see the flow of the flow to operate the project. First, press the key. The key is actually the password. So if the key is matched with the stored key in the EEPROM, the lock will open. Why? But if the password does not match, okay, there will be a access denied command on the LCD. Next, the flow to change the password is press the hashtag key. So enter the password, enter the current password. If matches, enter the new password, and the password now has been changed. So let's see the results of the current existing product. So this is the initializing process. Enter the correct password and the password accepted. To change the password, press the hash button. Okay, then enter the wrong password. Okay, we can see that, okay, the password is wrong, and enter the new password, and the password now is accepted. Okay, now let's have a look to this video so that the initializing process. Enter a wrong password, enter the current password, press the hash button, press a wrong key, press the new password. Now press a wrong password, and now enter a new password. the password is accepted. So from this we can see that the project is workable. Now let's look at to the system flow of the NFC project. So first one is the NFC based door entry system. So the LCD will show scan your NFC. You need to scan NFC. Once the UID is matched, there will be a green LED light up and a buzzer trigger which indicates the door opens. If a wrong UID received, okay, there will be a red LED blinks. To avoid this, make sure a correct UID scan from the NFC device to access the door. Next is the security system. For the flow is the same. Scan your NFC device to the RFID reader. Once the correct UID match, okay, or received, there will be a red LED blinks and also a buzzer triggers. So this is the results of the NFC based door entry system. First of all, it will initialize, okay, the whole system will be initialized. Then once initialized, okay, the user have to scan the NFC device to the RFID reader. Usually the NFC device will transmit the radio wave, okay, at at a frequency of 13.56 megahertz. So once the person is scan the NFC device, so you can see from the picture, okay, someone is scanning the NFC device to the reader. So this one, okay, once the scan, okay, once is scanned, the RFID reader message to the Arduino. So the first picture is actually, okay, this is actual NFC ring with the correct UID. So you can see from the LCD screen, okay, the access is granted with a LED indication. For the next picture, okay, this is a NFC card. The white color is actually a NFC tag or NFC card. So that one is actually a wrong UID. So once we scan at the RFID reader, okay, the information will send to the Arduino and we can see, okay, there is an access denied with a red LED indication. Okay, next is for the security system. The flow is as same as for the door entry system. So once the system is initialized, scan the NFC device to the RFID reader. So once there is the correct UID match, the access granted with the buzzer and a LED indication. Okay, now we can have a look to this video so that the others can even more understand about the project. Door entry system, scan the NFC, a correct UID received, and you can see there is the LED indication. For the alarm system, scan the NFC, there is a LED indication with the buzzer. So this is how the project actually works in a real-time mode. For the comparison, first of all is the security. Okay, for the digital system, okay, anyone, okay, just need to press the hashtag key, and if you know the current password, you just can enter the current password. Then it can change to the new password as you want. So this is one of the disadvantage of this digital keypad security door lock system. For the NFC system, okay, for the both systems or for the both circuits, okay, the user must have an NFC device, no matter it's a handphone or a ring. But to access the door, okay, they must have an NFC device, okay, that is registered with the UID, and once the person is scanned, then only he can access the system. Next, for maintenance, for the digital keypad system, okay, the spare parts we can obtain from the normal electronic shop, and also the components are much cheaper. So it seems it's cheaper. So the warranty period is quite a short period. Okay, for the maintenance of the board system for the NFC is actually very simple, and then the components is quite expensive. But although it's expensive, the warranty period of this NFC system is quite longer. Okay, I only have choose two factors to compare because of the time constraint of this presentation. Next one, results that prove some of the theory, okay, of NFC based technology. Actually, NFC, as mentioned in chapter 1 by Ame, NFC is used for a very short distance communication, which is approximately 4 centimeter. So from this picture, we can see someone is scanning the NFC device from a long distance, and we can see there is no results, or there is nothing happen. In the second picture, we can see the person is scanning, or is scanning the NFC device nearby or in a short distance, and we can see there is some results. Next, as also mentioned by Ame in the first chapter, NFC is also can be enabled in the smartphones. So now let's have a look to this picture. This picture is actually a NFC specification enabled in a smartphone, and now the smartphone has been scanned to the system. So once scanned, we can see that there is an indication. So we can conclude that the NFC signal from the mobile phone can be transmitted to the RFID reader, and the RFID reader will send the information to the Arduino. But the thing is, it seems the UID does not match, so there will be a command access denied and also the LED indication. The last part is the discussion. So for the discussion, okay, the main idea or the main purpose of this NFC based system is to give access only to the granted person. So the user just need to scan the NFC, okay, a correct NFC or with a correct UID, so that they can access the system. So actually this type of project is much beneficial to the users, and is tighten the security system rather than the keypad system that we compare. So to summarize, the result of this project is success as it achieved the project research objective. Now, let me pass the floor to Adeline for the last part, which is the conclusion.
Okay, thank you, Bhuvin. Okay, now we finally at conclusion and recommendation. First one, I will explain about summary. Summary basically summarizes about all the content from chapter 1 to chapter 4. First, that we can summarize is this project as investigate about the NFC-based door entry system is a technology-based project. This project is where it replaces the traditional way of using a key. When we lose the key, we might afraid of thief. So when we use this NFC-based door opening system, it is more secure than the usual traditional way. Second, the main purpose of this system is authorized person to access the door entry system and alarm system. This project is developed to help the people who face a key losing problem and often worried about the security system, especially at their house, office, or even at their shop. Third, the development of NFC-based door entry and security system function as it gives access only to the granted person. This is related with our objective, which is to develop a door entry system, which is using NFC technology. Lastly, that we can summarize is this project is simple technology-based project, and it is important to have for those who want more secure in their apartment, bank, and jewelry shop. This means the system than the usual way. Moreover, this system is more efficient and systematic, where it can give access to only the authorized person to operate the system. Okay, next I will tell you about the conclusion. Conclusion that we can conclude that the objective and scope of this project successfully achieved. For your information, the first objective was to develop a door entry system using NFC technology. So it achieved by we will decide to use the NFC ring to give access only to authorized person. For the second objective, as first presenter Amir said earlier, the main objective of this project is to develop a circuit to receive signal from NFC device. There are two modes where NFC convert with. This project uses two modes, which is NFC reader and NFC writer. In this project, the RFID is known as NFC reader and NFC writing is the writer. The NFC ring will send the electromagnetic radio field and the RFID receive the signal to give access. So it made the objective. Other than that, the objective was achieved through we used the Arduino Uno R3 were proven where you need a code to operate the system. As Ted Muiz have been explained about the code earlier, so we have done some code where you can give access to only the in the coding. Next for the scope of this project also successfully achieved by proven is for door entry system and security system where it will be used in homes. Second, this usually preferred by the consumer but who needed high technology, easy and smart access for security purpose. In this part, I have concluded about the significant study. One of the significant findings in study was when we use this technology, it gives access to the registered device only. If there is any other try to scan, there will be an error code where the buzzer will sound as the alarm system. So it's very secure. Finally, we can conclude that this project is beneficial to the user as it tightens the security system rather than keypad system that we compare. This investigation of this project, we conclude that the NFC ring is better rather than keypad or any other. Okay, move on to the next, please. I will tell you about the recommendation. For the first one of recommendation is future research can add the database where it can display the name and the time of the authorized person or authorized device, which is to enter the using the NFC door entry system. So it also can be used as the attendance for office purpose. Second, upgrade the system to IoT system to give access the door and alternating to the NFC ring in case the RFID cannot read the signal from NFC ring. Third, for the alarm system, the future research can do mobile configuration and make application for mobile phone where they can operate the alarm system from their mobile phone. And lastly, for recommendation, the future research can add a solar panel as a source of current to replace the direct current to the circuit. Finally, the recommendation need to be more technology based to make system even more secure. Okay, alright, lastly, we add the last slide, which is reference. This is all reference for we use to complete this report. For your information, this citation used and we also found this reference in Unicel Resource Library online and also some at internet. Okay, I think that's all from my part and we are done for this presentation about our project report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. I don't have any question because it's all there. Okay, I mean with the video, with everything, I did put on some notes. I want to ask some questions, but then after you guys presented, then no question. Everything looks okay to me. Okay, I mean good job, guys. Okay, at least you know what you're talking about. At least you know what your research is all about. Okay, you can share with me. All right, and I can understand how it works and things like that. And I wanted to ask you, what does relate to your research objective? There is there already, because so okay, guys, no question. No question. Congratulations, guys. You've completed your presentation. All right. And I think this will be your last class with PE2, right? And I just have to wait for your submission. Thank you very much. Okay. Hopefully you submit by tomorrow before 5 p.m. Right? Thank you, Moiz. Thank you, Puvin. Thank you, Amel. And thank you, Adeline. All right, for the hard work in presenting this to me. And make me understand the whole concept of your research, and hopefully when I read, I could really relate back to what you just presented on your report, right? And thank you very much for taking PE2 with me. All right. I know you guys are in semester 4.
No, madam, semester 2.
Semester 2. And it's basically, quite a very big project that you have to do, and from the way I see it, that you understand, I think you understand what I have been teaching you for the last 16 weeks on PE2 and on how to write on FYP and things like that. Okay, so good job everyone. Okay, keep this in mind. Okay, keep my slides, download my slides, keep it, and then later on when you want to use for FYP2, FYP1, just look back and say, okay, this is what madam taught us, so this is what we're supposed to do and things like that. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. Good luck for your next semester. Let's pray very hard that we could come back to campus next semester and have some physical. But I won't be having any classes with you because you took PE2 already. You're done with English subjects already. All right.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
madam.
madam.
Oh,
Madam, can we take a picture together?
oh yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. Hope that So what is your theme today?
Traditional.
Bali theme, is it?
No, madam.
Traditional.
Traditional.
We are in our traditional attire, madam, actually.
Yes, yes. So this is like a festival attire.
Yes, madam.
Okay, everybody smile. Right. I'm hoping that for LO5.
One more, madam. One more.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, madam.
All right. Thank you. So all the best, yeah, people. All right. So do take care and thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.